my goodness, Joe. So glad I'm running into you.
Hi everyone, my name is Joe. I'm an orientation coordinator this summer.
So where are we right now?
Well, right now we're right next to Jumbo. He's our beloved mascot at Tufts.
Whoa, what's your favorite thing about Tufts?
It's a good question. I think that my favorite thing about Tufts has got to be the people. There's just so many different, amazing, incredible people here. Everyone is really passionate about what they do, and the rumors are true, a little bit quirky.
That's so cool. What do you do on campus?
Good question. I love to sing, so you'll usually find me in the Grand Off Music Building, you know, at the piano, singing in the practice rooms, having a great time. I also work with the Tufts University Social Collective as an event coordinator, and I'm a tour guide.
Okay, Tufts tour guide. Can we get an exclusive Tufts tour?
Sure, let's check it out.
What's your favorite spot on campus, Joe?
Oh, that's such a hard question. There's too many to choose from, but I think that my favorite is the President's Lawn. We all call it Pres Lawn. It is this gorgeous green space on campus. Some of my absolute favorite memories from Tufts were there. I've had countless picnics with friends. I learned how to play the guitar there. And in the fall, it just gets filled with these beautiful colors. It's my absolute favorite.
Love that. And coffee or tea?
I think I gotta say I'm a coffee guy. Tufts has this really awesome student-run coffee shop called The Sink. They've got all the best drinks on campus.
What's your go-to order at the Sink?
Ooh, that's tough. I usually like to switch it up, but I think that one of my favorites is the Lucy and the Chai. It's the Sink's take on a classic dirty chai with espresso in it, but if you want to do it the right way, you've got to do it with oat milk.
Totally agree. And what's your favorite thing to do on the weekends?
It's a good question. I like to switch it up a little, but I think that I usually find myself venturing into Boston on the weekends. I'm a huge fan of the Green Line, so I like to go to the Boston Common, Boston Public Garden, and explore all the crazy, awesome things that this super historic city has. And also, I'm never one to pass up a new cafe or a thrifting spot.
That's so cool, Joe. And when do you feel the most inspired?
To tell the truth, I feel like I usually have these crazy bursts of inspiration at like 3 a.m. Sometimes I take down voice memos and then I wake up the next day and have no idea what I'm talking about in them.
What are you studying here at Tufts?
So I'm studying community health, theater, and human development.
So cool. What class do you think has taught you the most?
I think the course that's broadened my perspective the most is in the community health department, Intro to Global Health. But one of my favorite courses that I've taken here was in the English department. It was called Family Ties, and it was really awesome.
Okay, Joe, what is one thing at Tufts that every first-year student has to do?
That's tough. Okay, I gotta plug it. Every first year has to come to bingo night. We have these crazy prizes, we fill up the space, it's so much fun, and I may or may not be the host.
So true. What's the best part about being on campus over the summer?
Well, the scorching heat's been a little rough to deal with, but I've really loved being here with all my friends. My roommates and I have been doing like fun little dinners together in our new place, and it's just been a really great time, and obviously super fun getting to work on orientation.
And what's the orientation event you're most excited for?
There are too many good ones to choose from, but I think that my favorite is always going to be the illumination ceremony. It's one of our events where all of our first years gather on the President's Lawn and we all light a candle together. You repeat the ceremony the night before your graduation, and some first years choose to save their candle until the very end. I know that my candle's still on my bedside table.
All right, Joe, one more question for you.
Sure.
Where are we now?
Right now, we're on the Tisch roof. Hey look, it's Iman, another one of our orientation coordinators.
Oh, hey guys, my name is Eman. I am the Logistics and Operation Coordinator this summer.
And what song were you just listening to?
Saturn by SZA, I love her.
What's one thing you can't live without?
Ooh, one thing? I would say my calendar for sure. It helps me keep me organized.
Window or aisle seat?
Definitely the window seat.
And what's your favorite thing to do over a weekend?
I would say, at least for the summer, hanging out with my friends, especially because I never see them over the school year.
Indoors or outdoors?
That's a good question. Definitely outdoors. I mean, look at us.
Love it. And what's the most adventurous thing you've ever done in your life?
Adventurous thing? I would say the first thing I can think of would definitely be a couple weeks ago. I actually drove on the highway for 4 hours for the first time ever. And you can imagine how that was with these Bostonian drivers.
Sounds terrifying. How would you define yourself in 3 words?
3 words. Definitely adventurous, kind, and loving.
That's awesome. What's your favorite piece of clothing that you currently own?
I would not sure if this counts as clothing, but definitely hair clips. I feel like they always just elevate an outfit.
Awesome. And what's your current obsession?
Current obsession. I think definitely the clay room. You guys should check it out. It's in Brookline. I love going there with my friends and just pottery painting. I've been there so many times.
That sounds awesome. What's inspiring you in life right now?
Inspiring me in life. I usually always say my mother. She's someone who's not afraid to take risks, so I've always looked up to her for that.
And what's the best piece of advice you've received?
Best piece of advice. I would say freshman year, my RA told me that for your college career, not everything will go as planned, and it's okay because everything works out at the end.
Yeah. And what's your pet peeve?
Pet peeve. That's pretty hard. Maybe loud chewing.
Yeah. And what's a TV show you could watch on repeat?
Ooh, TV show? Either Friends or Gilmore Girls. They're like the perfect comfort show.
Oh, I love those. What's something you notice about someone when you first meet them?
Mostly their energy, I would say. I feel like that speaks a lot about a person.
And would you say a road trip or a cruise?
One of my biggest goals has always been to just see as many states as possible, so road trip.
I love that. All right, can you take us down the hill and explore campus a little bit? Let's go.
Summer.
What book are you reading right now, Carly?
Right now, I actually just started it. It's Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Who's the best teacher you've ever had, and what did they teach you?
Good question. I would say Zareen Machanda in the anthropology department. I'm a community health major, but I took bioanthropology for a science credit, and I loved it. Now I want to incorporate primatology into everything I'm learning. Actually, I need to head over to the campus center right now. Want to come with me?
Yeah, do you want to show me the way?
Let's go.
If you could master one instrument overnight, what instrument would it be?
I've actually thought about this. I think it would be the harmonica. I think it would be so cool one night just to randomly pull it out. And honestly, I might order it tonight. We can check back in tomorrow morning.
You should totally do that. What's one thing you simply don't understand?
I've been saying this since I was little, but the Muppet movie. I just don't understand how Jason Segel and the puppet are brothers, how they all fit in that car, and how they all traveled by map. And I will talk about this forever.
I'd love to hear you talk about it forever. But what's one movie you think everyone should watch?
The Muppet movie and The Lorax.
You've convinced me. What is something you can't leave the house without?
My Burt's Bees, and often I leave it with 2 flavors. I actually have an extra one. I was gonna try it, Sweet Peach. It's unopened. Do you want it?
I'd love it, thank you.
Of course.
What is your favorite club that you're involved in on campus?
Oh, I love all the clubs I'm involved in. I'm involved in Tufts, which is the Tufts University Social Collective with Joe, and that plans all the student-run events on campus. And then also Club Water Polo, which is awesome because I know water polo or even competitive swimming experience beforehand.
That sounds super awesome. And what's your favorite food in Davis Square?
The Bagelicious from Revival. Easy. It's at the end of Davis, but you have to go, and I think it's only great on an Asiago bagel.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. What's one historical event you would have wanted to witness?
So I actually have this in my notes app when I thought about this because I didn't want to forget. But I would love to be a fly on the wall in the recording sessions of 4 or 5 seconds with Rihanna, Paul McCartney, and Kanye because their banter had to have been so random.
That sounds crazy. What's a random list you have in your notes app?
I have so many. I love my notes app. I would say band names is a really random list. I don't have any musical talent, but if I hear a random word, I'm like, that would be a cool band name. Then I have to write it down.
What's one of your favorite band names?
I just love Fleetwood Mac. I think that's not, I don't know if it's a band name, but I just love that band.
And what's your next goal?
My next goal is to run another half marathon. I did in the fall with my siblings, and I'd love to do another and beat my time.
What's something you're surprisingly good at?
I would say geography. I got really obsessed with the jet pump countries of the world quiz, and now I practice it all the time.
Awesome. What's something you can't do?
Whistle. And I've tried so many times, it's embarrassing.
I can't either. What's one city you've always dreamed of traveling to?
Probably Sydney. Maybe Australia. I've never been to that region of the world, and I really want to travel through Oceania after graduation.
That sounds awesome. So, where is the orientation team spending their summer?
It's right upstairs. Come with me.
Let's check it out.
Oh, it's Emily.
Hi, come on in. So my name's Emily. I'm the graduate intern for orientation. I actually got you a coffee.
Oh my gosh, thanks. That's my favorite.
Yeah. Hope you like it.
So, what's with this decor? The limes?
Oh, we just love limes. Like, they're just great. We really like to display them here.
I love it. So, what's your coffee order?
Pretty basic. Just an oat milk latte. Classic.
What's something you always travel with?
Oh, a lot of things. I feel like I hate being on a plane, so I always come prepared with like electrolytes, headphones, a bunch of Apple TV shows downloaded, just so I can be ready to go.
And what's your favorite part about working in orientation?
I think working with student leaders, I feel like I have learned so much from them, and it's really inspiring to work with college students, and I also think being a student leader myself when I was in college was really transformational.
What's a life motto you like to live by?
I feel like there's that saying in like Kennedy's inaugural address when he's like, think not what your country can do for you, but think what you can do for your country. And I feel like mine's kind of like that. I like to think about like what I can do for others.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I see your office?
Yeah, sure. It's right in here.
What's your laptop screensaver?
I will show you. So, this is my screensaver. I'll close this. It's actually, this is a picture I took from the top of a volcano in Bali when I studied abroad in college. So.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
What's something you do that you probably shouldn't?
I feel like I'm a bit of a hypochondriac, so I feel like when like I'm sick or like something goes wrong, I go on like WebMD rabbit holes, which they always tell you like the worst possible result. So
What's something you don't do that you probably should?
I really like to run, but I'm like really bad at like stretching, and so I feel like I have so many running injuries, but like I should definitely do that more.
And what's your favorite place to run in Boston?
So I live in Brighton, so I really like the Chestnut Hill Reservoir, but my favorite place to run is actually like the Charles River Esplanade. I just think it's so beautiful. Next year I'm hoping to run the Cambridge Half Marathon, so it's on the other side of the river, so yeah.
Super cool. What's the one talent you wish you had?
I've always wished I could play the piano.
And what's a random talent that you do have?
I guess I can juggle. I like learned in the 5th grade.
That's awesome. What's something you can make well from scratch?
Oh, I have been on a sourdough kick recently, and I can also make croissants from scratch, and I just learned to make naan. I actually made chocolate chip cookies though. if
No
you'd like
way.
some. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my favorite, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, beach or mountains?
That's a tough one. I feel like if it's like a casual outing, I'd like to go to the beach more with friends, but I feel like I associate both with sports, and I think I'd prefer like skiing than surfing. So I would say mountains if it's like by myself.
And what's your favorite font?
This is really boring, but I think Times New Roman. I like really hate the like Google Docs like Arial default though. Like Arial's my least favorite font. But I actually need to go see our assistant director to bring her the schedule. Do you want to take a walk with me?
I'd love to, let's go.
Great.
What's your favorite thing about working in the campus center?
I think honestly these like class flags, I think they're all just like really cute and different for the different years.
Those are super cool.
Yeah.
What are 3 words you'd use to describe working here?
I think collaborative, supportive, and really fun.
Awesome.
Assistant Director in Student Life for Orientation.
Hi Alyssa, what do you usually eat for dinner?
I usually eat something with chicken, or salmon is also one of my go-tos.
How about lunch?
I think I usually pick like a wrap or leftovers.
And are you a believer in breakfast?
Usually my iced coffee is my best friend during the week, but I love a bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich.
Amazing. And what's your favorite thing in the world?
A bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich.
Right. What's your favorite color?
Green.
And what color clothing do you wear the most?
I think I usually wear blue or a neutral.
What would 3 words to describe living in Boston be for you?
Living in Boston. Very historical, a lot of seasons, and seafood.
And do you like surprises?
I think so.
Surprise!
What's something you always have in your office?
A stack of pens.
Love it. And what do you do in your spare time?
I teach yoga, or I also go to yoga.
What's a trend you would like to stay around forever?
High-waisted jeans.
And what did you want to do with your life when you were a kid?
I wanted to be a room designer because I didn't know what an interior designer was.
Love it. And one last question. Can you show us a sneak peek for orientation?
I guess so.